I'd like to read a story from the tradition of St. Francis of Assisi because I think it really gets to the heart of what servant leadership is in terms of the characteristic of being good stewards in life. I think stewardship is often misunderstood, but I think this story tells us what it really is all about. So here's a story from St. Francis of Assisi. In the woodlands one day, in the burning dog days of summer, a cricket breaks the empty noonday silence with its song. The brothers, who had risen before dawn to recite the hours of prayer, are asleep. They're taking a siesta. So now, in the merciless sun and the heat of the day, the praises to the Lord are sung by the cricket. Francis, motionless among the still oaks, listens enraptured by the cricket's song. He is delighted by this little creature from which comes such vibrant harmony. Francis calls, "My sister cricket, come to me." And the little cricket comes immediately from a hiding place in a fig tree and lands on his hand. Francis said, "Sing, my sister cricket, and praise your Creator with a joyful song." And the cricket begins to sing again. He speaks to her about his thoughts, his desires, and his dreams. Francis speaks to God, of God, who is splendor and harmony. Francis talks of light and shadow, of beautiful life, and of silent death. Finally, Francis lifts his hand and the cricket returns to his tree. And for 8 full days pass and the cricket does not move from the tree. When Francis leaves his cell, she is ready to fly to his hand and sing or be silent according to Francis' command. At the end of that time, of those 8 days, Francis says to his companions, "Brothers, let us give our sister cricket leave to go, for it has made us sufficiently happy now. We do not want our flesh to glory vainly over things of this kind." So the cricket takes flight beyond the tree and is lost into the sky, and it never returns. Now, this is your typical Francis of Assisi story, isn't it? It's cute, it's nice, and it's benign, and everyone likes the cricket and admires Francis. But at the heart of the story is a profound message, I think, of what good stewardship is about. Because Francis, above all, understood that, as the Scripture says, the earth is God's and all that is in it. The earth is God's and all that is in it, says the Psalm. And I think this is what stewardship is really about. And being a good leader means that I am also a good steward. That I realize, as Peter Block says in his book on stewardship, that we simply hold all things in trust for the common good. We hold all things in trust for the common good. That's what a servant leader does. That's what a good steward. They realize that we simply hold in trust. We can't take it with us. Despite what everyone would like us to believe, there is no way that we can take it with us. We just can't. So we live on this earth holding in trust for the common good. Or we hold things close to our chest, pretending that we really own them. Francis understood that that was just not the way to live, and that certainly wasn't the example he wanted to give his followers. And so we look upon Francis and we say he's the little poor man, the poor man of Assisi. He was really the rich one, wasn't he? Because everything to Francis, everything was part of his world, and he rejoiced in everything. not trying to own it, not trying to hold his wealth over the heads of other people, so that he could rejoice and live with everything in joy and in harmony. That's the way I'd like to live. And that's the way I think servant leaders look at life and good stewardship in the process. We hold all things for the common good, and therefore we can rejoice and celebrate all things in God's good creation. Thank you.